thank God. Oh, looks like the swords haven't pierced my vital organs. Okay, thank God I'm alive. Artemis the Great, the love of my life, has clearly mixed up his trick swords with his real swords. But I'm alive. Okay, don't scream. Just breathe. Yeah, that's right. You don't want to ruin Artemis's biggest... You don't want to ruin Artemis's biggest show yet. Okay. I'll just tell myself another story. Yeah, that's how I'll get through this pain. I'll just distract myself. Okay, what's that story I love to tell myself? Oh gosh, I wish I could remember the title. Oh yeah, Lucky Lou's Lullaby. Oh, Lucky Lou's Lullaby. It was a beautiful song. It came out of this little machine that was in the basement of a beautiful theater. Yeah, that's right. It was a magic machine in the bottom of a beautiful theater. It sat in there for a long time because everybody forgot about the storage. Except for the janitor. Yeah, he went downstairs into the basement. And he saw Lucky Lou's Lullaby playing on a box. He could hear it playing on the music box. Yeah. Lucky Lou thought it was just happenstance that it would play like that, but it was more than that. It was a magic box. And today, the janitor would find out it was magical.
You know, box, just because you're a music box doesn't mean the place shouldn't be clean around you. You probably like it when it's clean down here, even though nobody ever comes here. You know, it's crazy to be talking to you, I know, but I gotta say, I'm the happiest I ever am in my whole life when I'm down here with you. Why'd you stop playing? Okay. What? Did you say something?
Lou, I thought I'd find you down here.
Jesus Christ. Mr. Wilson, you scared the bejeebers out of me.
Lou, I gotta tell you something. You've worked here how many years now?
17, I think, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Konoski, who owns the theater, lost all his money in the crash.
What crash? Did he get in a car crash?
Oh, the depression,
You sad about something?
No, Lou, he's got no money left because his stock market crashed.
The what?
Stock market. Lou, I know you spend most of your time alone and don't know much what's going on.
I don't.
Last Tuesday.
What collapsed?
The stock market, Lou.
What is it?
What I got to tell you is the theater's closing tomorrow. Yeah, I know we're all brokenhearted, but I know you got a special feeling for this place since you haven't got any family or anything.
Oh.
So this will be your last night cleaning up.
Tonight?
Yeah. I'll make sure they give you a month's salary because you've been such a great worker.
Oh, Mr. Wilson, you don't have to do that.
I feel I do, so I just thought you should know.
Well, I might. I'll just after I lock up, I'll put the keys in the mail slot.
Sounds good, Lou. All right. Listen, I'll do my best to make sure you're taken care of. All right. Take care.
Mr. Wilson, thank you.
Poor Lou. This place was his life. This theater was his home. And this would be the last night he'd be in there. And so he decided to stay there for the whole night.
Yeah, I'll just, oh, here's an old box. Just you and me, jukebox? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll look for another job or something.
Lou found himself talking to the jukebox this time. He had always talked to it, but this time he felt like it was really listening and really talking to him.
Really? You think I could drive a cab? Oh, right. Of course, I'd have to get a driver's license first. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, I feel funny. I feel rude now. Oh, I never asked you your name. Really? Sandra? Oh, Sandra.
That's right. Sandra was inside the jukebox. She was the spirit of another magician's assistant who had been in a performance that had gone wrong.
Well, I guess I could try to get a license. You know, I've tried over the years. I've tried. I can never pass the test. The written one, I passed one time. I cheated. I wrote the answers on my head, but then I couldn't pass the driving test. So, yeah, me
At
too.
that very moment, on the front of the jukebox, Lou could see a woman's face, a beautiful woman's face.
Sandra, is that you?
It is. It is. I've never tried speaking in another voice other than in song.
You've gone crazy now, buddy. You're not really talking to me, are you? You're not really talking.
Lou, you've been the only person that's talked to me all these years. You're the only person that's noticed me down here. You've been such a good friend.
You too. You're my only friend, really.
And you're my only friend now.
I don't know where I'm going to go after this. I mean, I'm going to try the cab thing if you want me to, but are you real?
That moment, he touched the front of the jukebox and something happened. He found himself on the other side of the jukebox inside with Sandra.
Oh my God, it's the outside. I can see it through the window of the front window of the jukebox.
And now you're in here with me.
I am? I'm in the jukebox?
Oh, I'm not alone anymore. I'm not alone anymore. Lou,
Does that mean I'm not alone either?
that's right.
Am I going to stay here?
I want you to.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind because I got nobody. I mean, I had a cat. I mean, Pearls, but Pearls died a few months ago. So I got nobody.
So you will stay here with me then. And then you'll have me and I'll have you.
Are we going to make music?
We can make the most beautiful music that this jukebox has ever heard.
That's how Lou's Lucky Lullaby was created. It was for love. Love above. Love above all things, even in the face of danger.
Apologies. I neglected to activate my translator / mouth synchronization device. Well, here we are, far away from the prying eyes of the settlement. It's a beautiful view, isn't it? Captain Beverly, Lieutenant Leslie, how are you doing? Cat got your tongues? Ha 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 ha. That is the correct pleasantry, isn't it? I suppose that you both may have already surmised my purpose in speaking with you privately here. We know that many of both of our species are opposed to the joint development of our space station, but I believe that it is the only way that both of our civilizations will survive. And I believe that you two feel the same way. And yet, there is tension between us. I see the way you look at me. I know that you are intrigued by my anatomy. It makes you uncomfortable. And why wouldn't it? You have never before encountered a being that is all genders, all sexualities. I am a new frontier. Ha 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 ha. I have determined that in order for us to fulfill our missions, we might undertake what you call making love. Do not be shy. You are also beautiful creatures in your own ways. Perhaps it will relax you if I tell you a story, yes? I will tell you a story that we often told each other about Earthlings in the time that we were observing you, but hadn't yet made contact. This story is called From Here to Oblivion. Yes, yes, I think you will appreciate this story. Well, it starts with a family, one of the last families on Earth before the first migration to Quintari 7. They were having dinner in what was formerly known as Denver.
This is delicious, sweetheart.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, sweetie.
Yes, Mother. Dinner is very good.
They pretended that things were fine, even though there was very little oxygen in Denver.
How was school today, sweetheart?
It was fine. We learned about equations.
Like what? You know, I'm good at math.
we learned about Corey's theorem.
Corey's theorem. It's one of my favorites.
I didn't quite understand it. Can you
Well,
repeat it, Father?
I will explain it to you, of course. Is everything all right, wife?
Yes, sweetheart, everything is fine.
You look a little perturbed, Kathy.
It was, Daryl, I have some information, some news. Our biodome oxygen supply here at home has a crack. I discovered it this morning.
You mean oxygen is escaping from our little biosphere
Yes.
into the lack of atmospheric pressure in Earth?
Yes.
As
Daryl?
Kathy and Daryl both knew, they had no money to repair their dome and nowhere to go when it cracked and exposed them to the elements in Denver.
But perhaps we could go to your mother's. Will she take us into her biosphere?
She has an oxygen supply for one, Daryl. You know that.
Yes, I do.
Sweetheart, tell us more about your day at school.
Yes, sweetheart. Tell us more about your day at school.
Well, after our lesson, we went to the playground and we ran around. But I got tired because I got short of breath.
Just then, the crack widened. The parents quickly took an oxygen bowl in which you could fit one person, shoved their daughter into it, and rolled her outside, wishing her farewell, for they knew that their time was over. They looked at each other, for they loved each other very much, and they embraced.
Goodbye, my love.
Bye, my love. I will love you forever.
And they died, as so many earthlings did at that time. Meanwhile, Hope, for that was her name, was rolling down the street. And when her bubble stopped, someone was there to greet her.
Hello, child. Hello, child. What is your name, child? Or do I know it already? Yes. Open. Quick, come into my biosphere. Quickly.
Oh,
Quickly, child, quickly.
Hope ran into the biosphere with this strange man. She looked
My
at
bu-
him. He had a kindly face, and she spoke to him.
my bubble only had a few minutes left. Thank you for saving me.
Where are your parents?
They are back at the house. They put me in my oxygen bubble and rolled me down the street, which is where you found me.
Are you Kathy and Daryl's child?
Yes, you know my mother and father. My name is Hope.
Yes, of course, Hope. Well, you're welcome to stay here until you can go home.
I'm worried about my mother and father.
Why is that?
I don't know, but usually if they put me in the oxygen bubble, I know that is trouble, and they did not follow me out.
You may have guessed who this man is already from your history. This was Dr. Zero. And of course, he already knew what had happened to her parents.
I'm worried because today in school I learned about Corey's theorem. And that stated that when pressure is increased, then the atmosphere goes down. And that all, when you put it together, equals 0.
Zero. That's my name, Dr. Zero. Hope, would you like to be my assistant?
Yes.
I imagine your parents are dead by now.
She knew it was true.
You know, reports from your school travel very fast. You got good marks on your equation work. It showed that you're going to be very bright, very intelligent, and able to help me figure some things out.
And so they started Dr. Zero's work. Tirelessly, they would work in his laboratory. Is that what you call it? They would make things, test them, remake them, sometimes abandon them altogether and start new things. Until finally, 8 years later, there it was, gleaming in the shack where they had built it.
Hope,
Dr.
where you
Zero,
got it?
yes. A tank that holds 2 people comfortably inside.
Yes, 2 people. And hope that tank can go from here to oblivion, to anywhere. I'm sorry I had to put the crack in your family's biosphere. I never told you that before. That's why you're here. I needed you.
But Dr. Zero, that means my parents, you killed them.
It was all for science.
She didn't know what to do.
Dr. Zero, you do not deserve to be in this tank. I'm getting you without you.
No, stop. Oh.
It's going to blow you over.
Hope found herself in space where she roamed for many years until, of course, she found the settlement of Tanari 18, where she settled. And eventually, she took a mate, one of the Tanarians. And their new species began to evolve, and Hope was the Eve of her own planet. Yes, Hope. That is what we have, isn't it? The 3 of us. Well, that was successful. The story relaxed us so much that we actually did it while I was telling the tale. You both performed some very unusual things with your forms. Perhaps before it's time we return to the settlement, we may have time for one more story.
Last words. Last words. What do you expect from a man about to be executed to say? A man whose only crime is trying to defend, to liberate his country from the French. Your compatriots freed France from Germany, you called them heroes. We try to liberate Algeria. You call us rebels, radicals, terrorists. You have killed 1 million of us, and I will join them today. We will sacrifice another 1 million just to get rid of you. Our story of liberation will be told for generations to come, just as we told stories of people before us. I will tell you one of those stories. What story would you like to hear?
The death of innocence.
The death of innocence, of course. This story starts with an incarcerated man, a man who didn't commit a crime like me. He was sent to jail for something he didn't commit. This man was stuck, for he was there for life.
Here's your lunch.
Still not allowed any visitors.
No. You don't have any visitors anyway.
John hadn't seen his wife or his little daughter in 5 years. He thought about them every day. One day while he was out in the yard talking to one of the other inmates, John found a new inmate.
John, how are you? There's a new inmate, I heard.
We're both named John.
Yeah, John. Yeah. He's over there. Yeah, it's a new guy. Yeah, he looks doesn't really look like a criminal to me, to be honest.
You don't have to be a criminal to be in here. That's for sure.
Hey, you're new, right?
Yes, I am new.
Don't tell me your name's John.
No. My name is Frederick.
You got an accent or something?
Yes, I have a little accent. You have accent as well. What's your name?
John.
I'm John too.
Fredericks was from France, and he was accustomed to being in jail. He's been in jail in France for many times, and he came to the US and he was caught for the first time.
So that's interesting. So why all these times? What'd you do? Theft? What?
No. I liberate people.
What do you mean, liberate?
I get myself put in jail to get people out.
I'm listening.
Me too. I didn't do anything. I was framed.
I've
I had a
heard.
wife and a child out there.
Oh, yes. Actually, I know of your wife and child.
You do.
What?
Yes.
What about me?
No, you don't. I do not know you.
What, are you just here to get him out?
Yes.
Are you
But-
sure? My name's John too. You sure you don't have the wrong John?
I am confident. But if you help me, I will bring you along. John
Right.
2. I
Yeah,
call
yeah.
you John number 2.
Okay.
Now listen to me, John. Your wife and your child have sent me to break you out.
I won't even ask how. I'll do anything.
You're going to have to. Don't cry. The guards will see you crying. Pull yourself together. At midnight, we will go out back to the outdoor latrine, the bathroom. We have to escape through the sewer, all right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Midnight.
How about my cell? How will I get out of my cell to go there?
Trust me, it'll be open.
What about my cell?
I don't know yet.
You said if I helped you, would get me out too.
Well, let's see if you help me.
All right.
All right, John, number 2, you come with me. We're going to go and drug the guards. And you, be prepared, midnight.
Yes. Yes. I'll be prepared.
See you later.
Later that night, they were ready to escape. Everything was in order.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we drugged the guards. Everything's in order.
Time for lights up. I said lights out, everybody. You, John. Why is your light still on? Turn your light up. You, the other John, turn your light out. And you, Frenchie, your light goes out too. Time for bed.
They forgot one guard. They couldn't delay the plan any further. They had to act then and there.
Hey, guard. Hey, guard. I got a question for you.
Proven yourself helpful. Let us go. Follow me. Down the stairs. Down here. There. You must run across here, outside. Down into the latrine.
Only a light shone on them.
Prisoner breach! Prisoner breach!
Get in! Get down! Get in! Get in the latrine! Down through the sewer now!
Where are they? Where are they? Can you see them? Get the guns!
I will hold them off! Go! Now!
Frenchie, they're gonna kill you.
No, they won't.
What? John.
I said don't let you go.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
John, here we are. We're on the outside. We got to split up. Good luck. Good luck with your wife and daughter.
Good luck to you too, John.
Listen, I don't know why that Frenchie did that for us. I mean, we're nothing to him.
He said my wife and daughter had contacted him.
Yeah, but still,
I guess.
you know, I'm gonna live my life a little differently from now on.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of this country for one thing.
Yeah.
John picked up his wife and his daughter, and they fled to Mexico. He was an innocent man before he went to jail. And by escaping it, that was the death to his innocence.
Hey, on me, foot.
You must be Mickey's new girl, huh? Come on in. This is our backstage dressing room. You can set up shop over there, huh? We just called 10 minutes to places, so you better get ready. It's a big show tonight. Of course, it's Vegas, so it's always big, but tonight is especially big. Yeah. You can use this makeup. It'll cover everything, including that shiner you got there. Look, I know Mickey's got a temper, huh? But he's got a big heart too. I know, he's helped me a lot over the years. My name's Misty. It's actually my real name, not my stage name. My ma, she named me that because she said she always got misty when she thought of me. That was, well, anyway. She and Mickey were good friends. They go back a long way. And before she died, he told her that he was going to take care of me. So after she died, he brought me here, showed me the ropes, gave me a gig, dancing the shows in Vegas. I learned a lot, saw a lot, lived a lot. Rule of thumb, keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and you'll be okay. Hey, here, yeah, okay, all right, you'll be okay, all right? You'll be okay, don't cry, all right? Don't cry. Hey, you know what? How about I tell you a story, huh? I'll tell you a story, make you feel better. I got a lot of stories to tell. You've seen a lot, lived a lot, huh? I got a lot of stories. So, yeah, I'll tell you a story. This story, it's called It's Now and Never. Okay, yeah. The story, it's about a young guy. His name was Carmen. His name was Carmen, and You can imagine he got a lot of crap for that when he was growing up. He wanted to show that he was a tough guy, you know? He was a young Italian guy trying to show everybody who was boss.
Got a problem? Huh? You want a piece of this?
Why don't you sing me an opera song, Carmen?
Oh, whatever.
Oh, good comeback. Whatever. Oh,
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you go to the John?
my name's not John. My name is Juanito.
Juanito. Why don't you try an English name for a change?
Oh, who's talking?
The Carmen started getting involved with unsavory characters, trying to show that he could make some money. He was doing things in the beginning like robbing small joints, gas stations, convenience stores, what have you. He was getting to be pretty good at it too. And then he hit the big time. One day, he went into a restaurant and he saw the powerful Mr. Balducci sitting there eating. Carmen knew that this was his chance to make a good impression, to work his way up.
Mr. Balducci.
But he interrupts me when I'm eating.
I'm sorry, sir, Mr. Balducci. My name is Carmen. I have a lot of respect for you. Just wanted to pay my respects and if there's a way you can put me in your employment.
Well, you're pretty direct, aren't you, kid?
Well, Mr. Balducci, I learned if you want something, you gotta go get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Sweetie Balducci, I thought you said it was just going to be us for lunch. Now you're doing chats business? What, huh?
Sorry, ma'am. No, didn't mean to interrupt nothing. I just wanted to pay my respects to Mr. Balducci.
Hold on there, kid. Just wait a minute. Hey, baby,
What?
what do you think of this guy?
I don't know. He looks tough.
Well, he reminds me of that kid we knew when we were both in the neighborhood, but when we were young. You remember him? What was his name?
Oh, Sally or something.
Sal. We called him Sally, and this guy's got kind of a girly name too.
Oh, what the-
Mr.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Balducci figured that this was a good way to keep his wife occupied so that he could have his own fun. So he decided to set up Carmen as his wife's bodyguard and take her to the casinos.
Got it?
Of course, Mr. Balducci, whatever you say.
So finish lunch with her right now, because I gotta go.
All right, Mr. Balducci.
You like spaghetti?
My mom used to make a mean spaghetti. You know, with meatballs and a little tomato sauce on the top.
Well, they were San Marzano tomatoes because those are the only ones that are good.
Yeah, those are the only ones my mom used to say. She would say only San Marzano tomatoes for my little child.
Nice.
The
What did you
thing
say your
was,
name was again?
Carmen.
Mrs. Balducci and Carmen got along together swimmingly. In fact, it was the first time that somebody paid attention to her and actually listened to the things she had to say.
And then I thought, if we just rescued a few more puppies and cats, the world would be a better place.
Beautiful thing, Mrs. Balducci. You know, if enough people cared about the animals like you do, we'd be in a much better place, you know?
They hit the casinos and she showed him the ropes. She knew how to play the tables and he started learning a lot from her.
It's fine. Hold your cards close. See what the dealer does next. Oh, and the dealer has broke. Oh, his hand was no good.
Well, I learned from the best, Mrs. Balducci.
The thing
Carmen.
was, Carmen couldn't help noticing how beautiful Balducci was too. There was an undeniable attraction between the two of them.
The most beautiful woman I've ever seen, Mrs. Balducci.
The words. They're like a caress.
So, thanks for meeting me down here. Carmen, thanks for meeting me down here. How'd it go with my wife?
Oh, well, great, Mr. Balducci. I made sure she's protected and everything is good, and I made sure she was entertained through while you were away, sir.
All right, good, good. You having a good time? She's kind of fun, ain't she?
Yes, she is, Mr. Balducci. She's a very appropriate woman.
I don't know if I'd say that. Hey, listen, thanks for taking her off my hands. You know, it kind of frees me up to do what I want to do.
Of course, Mr. Balducci.
Listen, you're a good-looking young guy.
Thank you.
And my wife, she's a beauty. I wouldn't want to ever hear that you two were getting closer than you should.
Of course, I wouldn't, Mr. Balducci. I know my boundaries.
I'd be forced to cut some things off you'd probably rather have attached to your body.
Oh, yeah, of course, Mr. Balducci. There's a line and stay away far from it.
You make sure you do, okay? You make sure you do.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right, look, you're a good kid. I'm going to put you on a job. You're going to drive for a bank job tomorrow. You got a gun?
Yeah, I got one right here, sir.
All right, good. Make sure it's loaded, okay? Here's the address. Here's all the information you're going to need.
As he took that paper in his hands and he looked down, Carmen suddenly realized that they were alone in the garage, and that this was a moment that if he wanted to take, it would be now or never.
Balducci, I wasn't sure if the gun was loaded. Let me check.
Trembling, he went to find Mrs. Balducci.
Balducci,
Covered in sweat.
I got rid of him.
What? What do you mean?
Killed your husband.
You killed Mr. Balducci?
Yes, I killed Tommy Balducci, the biggest crime boss in all of Las Vegas. Killed him for us.
No one's ever even dared to shoot him before. No one's ever had the cojones.
Well, I'm Carmen, the toughest guy in Las Vegas.
Mrs. Balducci had to make a decision. Carmen had the potential to be the biggest crime boss by uprooting her husband, but at the same time, right now, her husband's friends would be coming after them.
What do you say, Mrs. Balducci? Me and you together. Biggest family in Vegas.
Where you going with this? Is that the gun you shot him with?
Yeah.
Let me see that. I want to see the gun that shot my husband. Yeah.
And so, Balducci ended up becoming the biggest crime boss after that. She realized she didn't need a husband or Carmen. She owned the town after that and got so much respect. Nobody dared mess with her. Oh, places, time to start the show. Let's go.
It's nighttime. Things happen in the night that could never happen in the daytime. Did you know that? Your toys come alive when you're sleeping. They come alive in the dark. Some of them don't like you. That stuffed monkey you never play with hates you. He wants to kill you, but I won't let him. Aren't you glad you play with me? Oh, look. You're wide awake. Your eyes are so big, they almost look like buttons. How will you ever go to sleep now? Oh, I know. I'll tell you a story. What story do you want to hear?
The Toy Master.
The Toy Master. All right, I'll tell you the Toy Master. Once upon a time, there was a man who made toys. He lived in a little hovel. That's a small, not very nice house. And he would make toys just to make enough money so that he didn't starve. He made all kinds of toys. One day, he was making a little toy soldier when there was a knock on the door.
Who is it? I'm busy. Can you come back?
But the knock came again, and he realized, oh, it might be money. Someone would buy a toy.
Oh, could be money. Hello? Oh.
Hello. We would like to buy a toy for our grandchild.
Yes.
We hear that you are a toy master and that you sell wonderful little toys.
Yes, I do. You can see many of them here on my shelf. Yeah,
So beautiful. What is that toy over there?
It's a clown on a unicycle, juggling balls. They're all attached in a way so you can't. Yeah, take a look.
Wow. That is amazing. Look, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, what the toy that's next to the clown? What is that one?
This one here?
Yes.
Well, this isn't for sale, really. It's a. Well, I'll show you. It's unassuming at first, but click on the button on the side of the box and see what happens.
Popped out.
Oh my God. That is scary.
Crank the little handle on the side and it can speak to you.
I don't hear anything.
There it goes. It takes a while sometimes. I'm working on it.
You and me, friends you see. Ha 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 ha. Friends.
Of course, that's all it can say, of course. It can only sing the little friend song, but it's not alive. I mean, but it's not for sale. Let me.
But it is genius. It is something that our granddaughter would love.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Of course, sweetheart. Our granddaughter loves scary things.
Well, if you really wanted it, I suppose I could sell it.
I'll give you anything. I'll give you anything.
Carefully.
$500?
Oh, yes.
Very wealthy. We can afford it. Yeah.
$1,000. $1,000.
All right.
You said 500.
15.
All right.
15. 15.
Whatever
These
you
were
here's two
very
dancing.
rich.
Just give us the toy.
Yeah. All right. And you can take the other one. You can take the other one. Now remember, all it can say is the little song that you're saying. So don't expect it. Be careful. That's all. Well, you should go. Goodbye.
When they
Go,
went
go.
to pick it up, the toy seemed like it was resistant to going.
Go ahead. Take it. Go.
Stop. I can't leave. I can't move.
Let me help.
finally-
Hold on. Oh, well, I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking.
Perhaps if we wind it some more, you said it can only say the few words, right?
I release you. I release you. Go, go, go.
With those words, it was able to be moved.
Oh,
Goodbye. I'm closing the door. I'm going away. I'm spending my money. Goodbye.
thank you. Sweetheart, we should get this to our granddaughter as quickly as possible.
Yes, yes, she'll love it. I know she will.
Yes.
She loves things that talks, even if it only has just the 2 words that it can say.
No.
Keep her company during the day and nighttime, yes.
The old woman asked if she could carry it on the way home to the granddaughter, but the old man didn't want to let her have it because he was getting attached to it.
Oh no, I like it. I'll just keep it until we give it to our granddaughter. It's totally fine. That's all right.
Your wife wants to kill you.
The wife started demanding that he give her that toy, and she'd give him the other one that they got with the clown.
No, I want this toy. You can keep the clown.
You've held it long enough. It's my turn now.
No, I want to keep on to it.
She grabbed it away from him. That didn't sit well with him. He wanted that toy back. It was like they were selfish little children.
Friends, you and me. We are.
This went on the street, and they went back and forth. They were fighting and fighting, and they were in the street now, and they didn't see the car coming.
Oops. Oh.
Back at the toy maker, he was counting his money when he heard a little sound outside his door.
Let's see, that's 280.
A little knock, 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 real small. And he opened the door.
You're back. You're back. Yes.
And he didn't bother to ask what those red stains were.
Well, I'm glad you're back, I guess. I'll put you up on the shelf, the same place as before.
Uh-huh. Those people went oopsie fall down.
They did. Those just like the others.
He had money now until he would use it up and have to sell that toy another time. And that would happen over and over and over again.
I'm just a humble toy maker. That's all I am.
Oops, they fall down.
And they lived somewhat happily ever after. Oh, that's your story. I think it's time for you to go to sleep. Night, night.
Joel Brody on the keyboard.
Hey, yay.
That was fun.
Very creepy.
Yeah.
Someone wrote in during the show, these stories never make people feel better, do they?
Mm,
Very, very creepy. That's Pulp.
That's pulpy stuff.
We have a few minutes if anybody have any questions we can answer. Everybody's terrified right now, probably.
Oh, and thanks to Regina Saizi for directing us.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Corinne asked, how do I get the blood effect on the background? It's actually not very complex. I have two images. I have a regular image as a background and then this one, and I just flip through it. And
Wow, cool.
that's it. I just basically click on it when the shot comes in and it looks really cool.
Did Ken made that? Is that right, Basil?
Yeah, Ken I gave him the image of like just the background and he put blood on it, but it looked like too real blood shots, just too good not to do.
It's so gross. You and Karen both. It's very pulp gross. I love it.
Someone asked who built Karen's magic box, magician's box.
I did. You did. I
That's
used the keynote. You can make things move across the screen, so I just made the swords do that.
Wow.
And then layered it so that it looked like they were going through the box. It was kind of fun.
Robin asks, how do we suggest you sleep after this? I will play a really creepy lullaby for you, Robin.
You're gonna sleep poorly, Robin.
Real life is worse. Real life's worse than what we did.
Oh yeah, this is just pretend.
Yeah.
Someone said great ensemble work. Thank you.
You sure are busy during this show, huh? With costumes and everything. It's fun.
You gotta pay attention while you change and stuff like that.
Yes.
Somebody said, did we already know each other's characters? I'm a substitute, so I wasn't in rehearsal, so I hadn't met Rafe or Lisa's characters. I was in a previous show with Basil and Karen's characters.
So we hadn't met this character of yours tonight, Tim.
I did.
Oh, you hadn't? Oh, okay.
I think I'm the only person who did.
I did it last week.
It's scary.
Someone would love to see our characters do something together, Tim. I can only.
Okay.
I first played this character in Pulp Playhouse, I think in maybe 1990. Yeah.
There was a couple of questions in the Q&A function. How much of the show was planned versus improvised?
All of the narrators prepared their monologues. Some of them scripted it. Some of them had clear ideas of how they were going to improvise it. But the stories were all completely improvised based on your title suggestions.
And Grant asks, how did you look like an alien, Tim?
Oh, it says there's a thing called Snap Camera. I think we all have it by now. And you can use it in conjunction with Zoom to do different backgrounds. There's various ones, and this one's called Alien. Some of them work better than others. I like this one because you can blink, but you can't use arms. It doesn't have any arms.
Karen,
So I'm the only one who's not in real makeup for this show.
Karen, is that how you did the creepy clown too?
Yeah, I was like, what's in the toy store? And I was like, I had a soldier, actually a snap camera soldier character on. And then they're like, oh, a clown. I'm like, clown, search.
Oh, I love that creepy clown. I have it too somewhere. It's so, no.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is creepy, but it's different.
But it was perfect for the story, Karen.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, that's a good one.
That one's creepy too. Huh?
Yeah.
Very pulpy.
Yeah.
Poker face. Ooh. Anyway,
Any last questions?
any last words?
Any last words? I gave mine.
I think we got it.
Thank you for coming, everyone. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you for supporting Bats and supporting us in performing.
Next Saturday will be the original cast of Pulp Playhouse, or a fair number of them. And the Pulp format will continue the week after that as well. And next two Fridays, I think, Jackpot. So come and enjoy a wide range of improv at Bats Improv. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yep. Original goes back to
Bye.
1988. All right, bye-bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night.
Bye.
Sleep tight.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sweet dreams.
See you later. Goodbye.
Oh, you will.